What's up, everybody? Welcome to the channel. We are continuing the Karate Kid parts 2 and 3 Street Rumble. So give me a minute to set up the screen and we'll get started. I think we are ready to get this started. I don't know if anybody's here yet, but I'm going to go ahead and get this started. Hey, what's up, Anthony? How you doing tonight? There's a Christmas movie called The Werewolf Santa. Is it on a streaming service or? How are you doing tonight? Hope you're having a good weekend so far. You just heard about it? There's a lot of people sick around here too, like pretty much all my coworkers. If I had kids, I guarantee I'd be sick. I've been kind of off and on stuffy, but I never went full-blown sick yet, luckily. You beat both games in the remastered? Yeah, the remastered just came out, like, literally, I think, around my last stream. Like, less than a week, maybe. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you looked like you had fun with them. You had some, you should have streamed them. You had some good posts. Fight me or you fight my men. Yeah, Power Rangers was, it was glitchy and hard. I'm eventually going to get back to Power Rangers. They put one patch out, but it didn't like fix the difficulty. I tried playing it a few times thinking I was like overthinking it. No, it's just really like clunky and difficult. Which is weird because I've seen people stream the Power Rangers game and it looked like their streams were just fine. I don't know why mine was, unless there's just a problem with the day one PlayStation version. Yeah, it has a lot of playability issues. Like, I thought I was leading too much into it, like in the stream, because I played the stream blind, and then I went back and I was trying to replay that level. And I still haven't, I got to the Megazord run, and the Megazord fighting Goldar, and there's just something that's off with the controls that I'm not getting. I'm hoping they put a patch out, because the game looks like it has the potential to be a lot of fun. This one's been pretty fun for being a Game Mills game, because the last few games I've played from them have been pretty disappointing. They put out the G.I. Joe, was it Operation Blackout game? I was going to stream it like 3 years ago and it was just so bad I didn't bother. And then same thing with the Walking Dead game. They put out that Walking Dead like choose your own adventure game and it was pretty bad. This one's a little stiff with the controls, but it's not bad. I think the only major problem I've encountered with this one, it follows the story pretty well of Karate Kid. It's just a lot of the same thing over and over again. Like there's nothing real new coming on. Seems like every game's trying to be the next Ninja Turtle Shredder's Revenge or whatever. It's just none of them have held up. I got the G.I. Joe one I'm gonna stream pretty soon too, and it's still it's probably a close number 2 to the Ninja Turtles one, but the fact that hardly any of these games have online multiplayer is pretty bad. They can't afford servers. I don't understand that, because you want that with these co-op beat-em-ups. Like, they can be up to 4 players here, but it has to be 4 players sitting on your couch kind of thing. That doesn't work in today's audience. Oh, come on. Get up, Danielson. Yeah, these chicks are difficult with the chicks with the whatever those are. I want to call them jump ropes. They did, and they didn't get it. They did balance too many gimmicks, and they didn't get any of them right. Every gimmick was clunky. Like all the different modes they had were cool. Like you know, you got your typical side scroller beat 'em up like this, and then you get the going this way, the first person mode, and then you get the Megazord mode. They were all very cool, but executed very poorly. I'm waiting for my guitar player to come by. We'll co-op the game. It seems like it'll be a lot easier to play that game with co-op, I think. And every time I tried to play online, the game would crash. It would be just like the stream was. It would be clunky and glitchy, and then it would crash like within minutes. Yeah, there was a lot of potential there. You could tell the hearts were in the right places for Power Rangers. Maybe it was a money thing, maybe it was a DEI thing, I don't know. Could have been anything. I haven't really looked into the behind the scenes on it. I think I wasted all my power-ups on that guy. What's up, Chad? How you doing? Welcome to the stream, brother. Hope you had a pretty good week so far. We were talking about how broken and difficult the Power Rangers video game was. Like, it was such a letdown. Boss battle. How you doing tonight, Chad? Yeah, I know Anthony said he's been under the weather. Luckily, I haven't caught much yet. But that's only a matter of time working in where I work. I was telling Anthony if I had kids, I'd for sure probably be sick by now. It looked okay. I don't know if I want to play it. I'm definitely gonna probably check out that dining game. I put that on my wish list, and it is only $5. That Diner Into the World game you recommended. I figured I could probably do that in one, maybe two streams. My plan is to come back and stream at least 1 hour, like come back regular 1 hour almost every night. I don't know if I'm going to be able to, but that's the plan. Like, instead of trying to do like one 2-3 hour stream a week, just like stream for an hour every day. I used to do that, and I was happy doing it. The Sturds are a pretty good band. They got some good music out there. I seen them live back in I don't even remember it. They played with Slipknot. They're pretty good. I like them. Any specific song you were listening to, or just in general? Oh, I wasted all of those. Damn it. Dragon Ball Z movie. Okay, I did not know that. I know they have had licenses with different movie companies and video games too. No hate, leave past where it belongs. Good old Mr. Miyagi. Shit. Oh no. And my timing is off. Thought I was in a band. There we go. The fight and the dance. I've been okay. Hasn't been it's been a pretty decent week, I guess. Our busy season this year isn't what it was like it was with Yolda and her last year. Everything's a little bit different. We get busy, but it's like small little squirts. It's been nice. It's been pleasant. And I took the entire week of Christmas off. I requested like 5 days off right around Christmas. I've never done that before. I've always been a worker bee, so I've just worked and grinded. Whether I worked at the hotel back in the day where it was mandatory to work Christmas, or just my work ethic. Like, you know, I've always worked Christmas or Christmas Eve or the day after, but I took 5 days off. I took a couple days before Christmas, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and the day after. So I took a page out of BitHead's 1000 channel. He was like, never work the day after Christmas. That's like the most miserable day to work. You enjoy Christmas, have a great time, and then you have to go back to work the next day. I'm going to take a page out of your book. The bowling alley is always busy the day after Christmas. Everybody's got money to spend, and they're super busy. So I'm hoping to have a pretty chill, like, Christmas with my family and hang out. He was right. He's right. He's a genius. He's right about a lot of things, like streetwise. Oh, I did the crane kick. That was cool. Damn, I am hurt. Now I need some healing. Girls are always stronger than these dudes. See the dude stand there and block, those girls will beat you. There we go. And those jump rope girls, man, they're the worst. Are you guys all ready for Christmas at all? If you guys are doing any kind of like Christmas shopping or anything like that. Not this year. I have to buy a $20 like community present, which is $20 is nothing. I'm like, okay, maybe I'll get a gift card. I got a gift card last year for the family party, and it was ignored. I wound up basically getting it back. I haven't been festive for any of the holidays this year. I don't know what my problem is. I'm not depressed or anything. I just haven't been, it's just been business as normal, jamming in my band, playing games on my channel, working. Well, it's family, it's my mom, my sister, some of my other, my sister's kids, but, they do this white elephant thing, and I'm like, you do those for corporate parties where you don't care about people. You don't, we used to shop for each other, be like, I'm going to buy something, in the $20, $30 range for my sister. So you think about them, and then you buy them a present accordingly, or, think about your niece. With these white elephants, it's very generic. I consider it for office parties because you don't care about your coworkers. So when they have those Christmas company parties, you're like, all right, well, I'm white elephant, I'll buy whatever, because they exchange them. If you don't like what you get to just, pass it on. It's a very disrespectful concept of a gift giving. But, yeah, my family's kind of catered to that. And I take gifts, very seriously. If somebody goes out of the way and buys me something, I don't care how stupid it is, I keep it. I don't pawn it. I don't get rid of it. It's like that was a gift that somebody gave me. Somebody thought I would want that, so they got it for me. I've always, felt that way when it comes to giving. So, when it comes to the holidays and Christmas, it's very corporatized and nonsensicalized, mandatory. Lately, it's gotten a little bit more relaxed. My sister does this thing where she likes to dress up everybody, and I gave her 1 year, and she's trying to do it again this year, and I'm like, you get one of those per lifetime. I like how they're doing the tsunami from Karate Kid Part 2. That is cool. Yeah, that's the same. It's a gift. Somebody's like, you might like this. I thought of you when I bought this. So, yeah, I don't pawn it. Even if I have a duplicate of it, I'll just keep 2 of them. Or pawn the one that I bought or something. I don't ever get rid of gifts. Have to help. I miss Blockbuster. I miss renting video games. I miss renting movies. I'm starting to understand now. They're saying that a few years ago there was that saying that you will own nothing and you will be happy. I didn't understand what it meant a few years ago, and then everything's getting digitalized, physical media is going away, and we're playing this new. We got a new DM that we're playing with for Dungeons and Dragons. We're playing 5th edition, which is the modern, crappy, woke edition everyone's complaining about. And it's weird because everybody's playing it on their phones. This is your character sheet. You'll have a character sheet on your phone, and everything's, nothing's physical. You don't own any. All the books are on your phone. You can look up all the books. It's like you're not paying $20, $30 for these big old books and having libraries of indie books. it's all on your phone. It's like, oh, you don't own anything, but you're having fun. And it's fake. I don't like it. I'm the only one that has a paper character sheet, and they kind of roll their eyes at me for having a paper character sheet. They're like, you should have why don't you just get on your phone? And I'm like, if I'm looking at my phone at a D&D game, I consider that being very disrespectful. Like, you should be paying attention to the game, not scrolling on your phone. But the world's different now. It's crazy. I don't like it. Light and Chosen. You are dead to me. We fight to the death. We've had that happen where people have had to plug their phone in and like sit next to a wall. It's stupid. I was like, and these are the same friends as I've been playing for years, so. I don't know, we rotate DMs every now and again. It's kind of like having a presidency. You'll have a guy be the DM for 2 or 3 years, then a new guy will come in and take over and be the DM for a couple of years. So we got a new guy, and he wants to do things this way. I'm next, so I'm planning my game next. I'll probably be taking over in the summertime, probably. Oh, I'm dead. Yep, I thought I was dead. I thought the crane kick wasn't going to work on him, according to the movie. Oh, there I go. Now I'm dead. I think the biggest trick you gotta learn as a DM is when to shoot from the hip. Like even last night, the guy Dave, our DM, he read from the book on what he wants us to do. He sets up a map. And then he made the mistake of giving us free will. He's like, you're at the inn and this is going on and that's going on. And we didn't pick up his clue. He wanted us to go in this direction, but he didn't emphasize it enough. You know, and so people took interest in all this nonsense and we wasted the entire game doing this nonsense stuff. Free will just wandering around. You know, we had this character who had one of the NPCs had a monkey on his shoulder. And that took over the focus of the game. It was like this side thing. This guy's got a monkey on his shoulder and he's in a toy shop. And you're talking to the guy, and one of our characters is like trying to play his character because he's like this dumb ogre, and he's like, I'm gonna eat the guy. I want to eat the monkey. I want to buy the monkey and eat it. And the DM's trying to be like, well, the monkey's not for sale, but the player wasn't listening to that, and it got weird where they were like, you know, that took over the game, and we're supposed to just go to this house and, you know, Dungeons and Dragons clear it out of the evil kind of thing, and we wound up wasting the entire 3 hours. So just, you know, I want to kill this monkey. Well, you're not going to kill the monkey. Well, now I'm going to go over here. Okay, well, what are you going to do? And I'm like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to go over there. You know, and there was no direction. It got weird. So you got to be a strong DM and railroad your characters to what you want them to do. Balance the giving the players free will versus telling a story. We've never fudged the dice rolls. We've had the DM keep their character behind their dice behind the screen, but when they get a critical on you or something, they release the veil and be like, "Look, that's what the dice say. You got a critical or something." You know, we keep it fair and fun. That was Karate Kid Part 2. That was only like 2 levels. Back to fighting Cobra Kai, I guess. Oh, fudge it. Yeah, well, there's different types of players. Like, my last DM was you live or die by your dice. So if your dice are bad and you die, You have to make a new character. I've always played like Star Wars, like you don't know it, but your characters have scriptural immunity. They are not going to die. They're going to face perils and danger and be close to death and, walk on the other side of life and then come back, but you'll never, your character's story is always going to be going forward. There's never, oh, you're dead, make a new guy, because I can't stand that. So I've always played like, unless you play stupid. If you play stupid and I'm the DM, I'll be like, oh, you're dead. But I've always tried, for the most part, to have like an end game for my story, being like, no matter what you do, you're going to go in this direction. Your characters are going to encounter these types of story arcs where you get to choose the path you want to go on. And I'm looking forward to being the DM again. I'd take over probably again in either the spring or the summer, so I'm looking forward to it. I've got some cool ideas. I'm doing Hollow World because I've been influenced by Kong. So they're going to have to go from the normal D&D world they're into the Hollow World. And that's going to be a whole adventure. That's the plan anyway. You said their numbers won and the dragon was defeated? That's a little weird. That is a little weird. Usually a little more context in like storytelling and stuff. Or specifics of how you killed the dragon, who killed it. It would be one person, it wouldn't be the team. It'd be like, oh, one person did that final death blow. Karate Kid Part 3. We got Terry Silva. Okay, I took that out of context. We never played with team combos. That would be cool. We have initiative, so it's your turn or my turn. There's no team combos, but you know what? I might introduce that. If two people roll the same initiative, I'm like, you guys go at the same time. No, roll a sub-initiative to see who goes first. They'd be like, no, you both go at the same time. I actually like that. I'm going to take that idea. Thanks, Anthony. I didn't know there was D&D for Dead by Daylight. I'm going to pretend to be his friend, and then I'll humiliate that Lou Russo punk. That basically sums up the plot of Karate Kid Part 3 right there. You definitely don't stack the game in favor of your DM. You just keep the players entertained and not wanting to pick up their phone and check their social media status. I see that a lot, even last night when we were playing. All the players on their phone and not paying attention to the game. That was a different app. You know, their character sheet's an app. They'd pull out their YouTube or their Facebook or whatever, and they're looking at that. It's like, you're not even paying attention to, it got lost. He's doing a campaign completely structured by the book, though, like reading out the campaign out of a book. So, according to those book campaigns, they expect you to go here, do that, go there, do this. And if you give your characters free will, they're gonna go try to fucking chase a monkey and kill it and eat it, type thing. Karate Kid 3. All these movies I just rewatched on Netflix. If you have Netflix, yeah, all three of these Karate Kid movies are on Netflix recently. The video game follows the trilogy pretty decently. Mike Barnes. Nope, Dennis. Did any of you guys check out Baldur's Gate 3? That's about as D&D as it gets. I couldn't, there was a lot going on with that. I couldn't bring myself to play it. I played the demo of it. That sucks. My biggest problem with this game is I noticed they will give you like an overloaded amount of enemies to fight on the screen at the same time. I guess that's up to DM's discretion. How sanitized your game wants to be. That's really up to the DM. 5th edition, like what we're playing now, my gosh, they'll allow everything. Everybody's special, everybody gets safe space, safe words. We're not playing it that way, but it's designed that you can play it that way. If you eat the monks, you'll be ditty by a bear. I don't know what the, my friend, his obsession was with trying to eat the monkey. He's always trying to challenge the new DM, and, you know, he knew that wasn't part of what was going on. He was just gonna, like, see what he could get away with type of thing. And it was one of those live and learn things, because I know the DM, our buddy Dave, he learned from that. He's like, oh, I'm not going to tolerate that kind of stuff anymore. I remember he did the same thing to me years ago when I was DMing one of his characters. And they were in jail with his prince, and they were their job was to rescue the prince. And he's like, oh, I'm going to sodomize the prince. We're in jail together. And, you know, it's up to the DM to be like, are you going to let him sodomize the prince? Or, you know, shut him down. Be like, no, you know, it's not in the book that you do that, so I'm not going to let you. He'll be like, oh, yeah, that's where I'm talking about shooting from the hip. That's when you're like, oh, well, the prince knows karate, and he beats your ass for crying, or penalize the player for making a dumb decision like that. It's a lot of learning and shooting from the hip, and just the kind of players you have. There's a whole topic on, you know, do you have toxic players or do you have fun players? You know, do your players want to achieve the end goal, or do they just want to screw around for, you know, 3 hours, pretend like they're playing an open world sandbox game? My buddy that I play with, he was our biggest DM. He was the most toxic player. He was a great DM, but he was the worst player. He knew all the rules, so he was challenging everybody who was ever a DM and what he could get away with, pushing the envelope. To the point where he realized, he even apologized later in life. He's like, well, I was a really crappy player now that I realized that. I know this is a Game Mills game, but they seem to have it down a lot better than the Power Rangers one did. I know this is a lot of just the same thing over and over again, but at least it's not as broken as Power Rangers was. Yeah, it is finding a way to stop those like toxic players or just shut down some of their dumber decisions. My next game is going to be really good. I always pull from every element because I hate standard D&D. I hate going into a dungeon, saving a princess, getting treasure, fighting a dragon. I've been playing D&D for years. I'm so bored with all that. So, like, one of the things I'm going to do is, like, early on, like, level 1, they're going to find their own, you know, it's like one of the characters is going to find a dead body with some treasure on it. And he's going to look at the dead body, analyze it, and it's going to be his own dead body. He's going to be like, I'm looking at myself from the future, and I have a map of where I'm supposed to get to. And that's going to be the point of where they're going. It's like, okay. Spend the game getting to where your dead body told you to go to, and then at the end when they get there, he's going to use like the astrolabe, which is like the spinning thing, kind of like they had in the Dark Crystal. He's going to have something like that to go back in time to become the dead body, and like just fun stuff, like sci-fi, Star Trek-y things, but in the D&D environment. Like I said, they're going to be going to the Hollow World, so they're going to have, you know, you're getting on a pirate ship, going to the North Pole, getting the waterfall that lasts for like 2 weeks, going down, defying the gravity thing from getting to the Hollow World, and then dealing with the entire foreign landscape of the Hollow World once they get there. So I do have some really cool things planned for my game when I'm the DM. And it's all from the head. I'm not reading anything out of a book. I'm just like, this is what I think would be a cool playthrough for a game. Because I had one DM that spent 5 years being all about rules and regulations, and then another DM being all about books and the campaign, and I'm like, I'm going to go back to just free will storytelling, making sure everybody's off their phones and having a good time. I guess you can play online. There's like that D&D 1. My friends were saying if you wanted to play D&D, like that's what a lot of people are doing now. It's online D&D. It's not as personalized, but I heard it's. I mean, I don't think I could do it, but I heard that's a thing. And I think a lot of D&D's gone to work too, like the online D&D that you can play, the all-inclusion D&D, it doesn't include like Great White Man kind of thing. I'll share a video in the Discord when I'm done streaming of what I'm talking about with the Woke D&D 5th edition thing. The Babylon Bee, if you guys follow that channel or watch any of them at all, they just put out a pretty funny D&D script. Yeah, I'm slightly off from her, so it wasn't hitting her. That's what I'm talking about, being a little bit stiff. You know about the woke discourse? My guitar player follows all that. Like Extreme follows all the YouTube stuff on it. Follows Critical Role and Vox Ventura, all that stuff. So he kind of keeps me informed on it. We've always pretty much played with the same people, so I've never had like gone public or played with that modern crowd. I did hear though, this shocked me, that in my own town there was a convention, like some kind of D&D nerd convention thing where the room was filled up. They had a room filled up, and they had like 13 tables. And those tables all had like 7 or 8 people around them. And there was like a DM for each table, and people were just playing. I had a buddy who went to one. He was telling me about it. He's like, yeah, I went to go play the D&D. And it was packed. There was so many people playing. It was the modern woke D&D, and it's crazy. I'm like, wow, this is a thing. D&D used to be like this nerdy thing you did in your mom's basement on a Saturday night that, only the nerdy kids did. It wasn't this place you went to that it's hard to get into because it's packed, because there's so many people playing it. I thought that was kind of crazy when he told me that. Kind of makes D&D less cool. It is the modern audience. That all dreaded modern audience. You know what's sad is that we created the modern audience. Like, people our age group are neglecting the modern audience. Not us specifically, we don't have kids, but people our age group just letting their kids on iPads and ignoring them and letting them play their video games and not paying attention to them. They became the modern audience. This is following Karate Kid Part 3 pretty accurately. That's kind of funny. Vandal. Isn't that Mike Barnes? I wonder why they're calling him the Vandal. Terry Silva. We're going to learn from Terry Silva about an old dojo. I'm restarting Cobra Kai with a fresh approach. Why don't you stop by and Frank? Wow, this is part 3. That's cool as shit. I've never eaten Nutella either. I'm actually getting to a point, I don't like a lot of processed foods nowadays. That's disgusting. He had to have just done that for clicks. He had to have done that for views. That's not like a logical thing to do. Run. Sitting in somebody's car. Yeah, that stuff doesn't come out of, yeah, if you're sitting in a car, you're gonna pretty much ruin it. There's a thing when I filmed my very first Hammer Smash movie, I had a scene where the pizza delivery guy was sitting in his car, and the killer comes up out of the back seat and smashes his head with a hammer, and he had chocolate syrup come out of his head and hit the windshields and drip. And you know, it was black and white, so it looked like shit. The shot looked like shit, and we wound up ruining his car. All that chocolate syrup went into his heater core, and every time he turned on his heater, it smelled like chocolate syrup, and we wound up ruining his car. Luckily, it was a shitty car, but yeah, you can't be doing like Nutella or any of that stuff inside of a car. There we go. That is true. That is kind of sad about the world. You would think they were just doing a TikTok. Anytime anyone's doing something like that. I was gonna be like, it's sad people do stuff like that for content, but I'm actually dedicating all of January to creating content, so I'd be a hypocrite to say that. Ooh, tough guy. Yeah, I'm getting ready to start a whole new season of retro reviews. I'm getting kind of excited about it. I'm doing like Xbox, PlayStation era. I would call for backup. Anthony, I would be like, I need backup. Like, call in the sergeant even. Like, this is over my head, over my pay grade. I'm not going to defend my title, and it's, wow, this is covers part 3 pretty much perfectly. I just watched part 3 like literally not that long ago. What are you talking about? It was pretty decent, or what? Did you go in expecting to get one of those just like horrible movies, and you actually was like pretty entertained by it? Christmas Twister. What was the plot of it? I'm guessing a tornado around Christmas time. I do enjoy me some made-for-TV disaster movies. They had some good ones in the 90s. I can't think any off the top of my head, but yeah, they had some fun ones in the 90s. The movie of the week kind of thing. Tornado outbreak around Christmas. See what I mean? How this is just monotonous? It's kind of the same thing over and over again. Same bad guy. What did you guys think of the entire Game Awards? I kind of thought it was crap, but it's always one of those things. It's just like last year, you watch the Game Awards, and then immediately when it's over, you're like, why did I waste 3 hours of my time watching that? Or at least that's how I was. You didn't bother watching it? Smart, Chad, smart. That was 3 hours of my life I can't get back. The new Elden Ring is multiplayer? I didn't pick that up from the trailer. Okay, how many of these guys are you gonna send at me? Am I in some kind of loop I can't get out of? There's something I've got to do to trigger the next event. Nope. Just literally had to kill 50 of those guys. Must be Boss. Oh, that's cool. The Cobra Kai logo back there. Yeah, there wasn't anything good at the Video Game Awards that I was looking for. Even The Witcher 4 didn't look all that great. I played The Witcher 3, but I got stuck like probably 3 hours into the game. I totally believe that. They were both at the Game Awards. Snoop Dogg did a pretty cool performance. I did watch that. I believe him and Kajomi would have smoked a joint together. Why not? Whoa. Get out of here, Daniel-san. They do, you're right about that, Anthony. There were a lot of woke heads. I noticed that too. Like every in the Video Game Awards, every protagonist was female. Every single one of them. In the cases of Witcher, it was the protege girl, so I can kind of see that being justified. But and Naughty Dog put a new game out that had a really disgusting looking chick on there, bald-headed, like half man, half chick, gross-looking thing. It's like nobody wants to play as that character. Nobody wants to invest in that. That's not a good character to be, you know. That's Naughty Dog. So that's like a one of the nails in their coffin. Probably not the final one, but definitely a nail in their coffin. That was a very disgusting looking woman. Yeah, the gaming industry's gonna go downhill before it gets better. It's like you said, though, Anthony, whether it's a bunch of elites, I bet the game developers behind Infinite Wealth or part of the that inner circle that like Naughty Dog and some of those other companies are, that kiss the ass of the gaming industry. Xbox is in that list either, because no Xbox game has ever won Game of the Year, ever. Because I don't think Microsoft really plays into that, like you said, kissing each other's ass kind of thing. Nintendo's only won Game of the Year a few times. It's literally like a Sony thing. Wouldn't be surprised if Sony was the like main people behind the Game Awards. Yeah, Rockstar's a part of that. Yeah, they'll definitely win next year. I'm actually not as excited about GTA. Like, I'm excited to be like open world, hang out in Florida, all the other stuff, but I'm pretty sure the story's gonna be woke now. Like, almost all but confirmed the story's gonna be pretty woke. A lot of that in your face. And that's because it takes, even if we're not, wokeism is starting to die off, it takes 10 years to make games like that. They've been developing this since, they've been developing this for, a long time. And all the people that made all the old Grand Theft Auto games and the Red Dead Redemption games, those employees are all gone. Those game developers, the main, head people, they're all gone. So what's left is, be interesting if the most anticipated game of the year winds up being also the most disappointing game in gaming history. I'm sure it'll please, but I'm sure it'll equally disappoint. It's like, cool, I can go surfing, the water mechanics work great, I can go hunting, pretty much everything you could do in any Rockstar game, go bowling, play video games, play pool. All of that's going to be in there. Look at your phone, look at, TikToks. I bet you can do all that. But the actual story of the main missions are probably going to be pretty bad. That was the guy, Laszlo. Yeah, he left. Even the founders of Rockstar, even the founders of Rockstar aren't even there anymore. So it's a shell of what it was. And I stand by the $150 price point for the game. I seriously stand by that. I think they were going to do that. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, they're just coming into me. Come on, Daniel-san. We got this, bro. Nice. .65 hit combo. Makes me kind of worried that we won't see a decent Red Dead Redemption 3 ever. Unless there's like some serious changes they make. Uh-oh. Yeah, Mortal Kombat 1 is seriously damaged themselves with that woke nonsense. Like, I'm a big Mortal Kombat fan, and I refuse to play the new DLC, and from what I heard, it doesn't even go anywhere. It's just a pointless story. All of Mortal Kombat 1's been pointless. Like, modern Mortal Kombat sucks. Just Cyrax sector nonsense and all of it. Even actually, you can go back and say Mortal Kombat 11 wasn't all that great. Okay, you guys realize I'm on single player only, right? Because of all these enemies. Man, that was an onslaught of people. That was insane. I heard it's coming out, and there was a test audience for it that watched it. But I think it's not even coming out till like 2026 or something, so who knows with that one. Yeah, Aftermath was a great campaign, I thought. Yeah, it wasn't, I got it on sale, so I got it with the, no I didn't, I bought it straight up brand new, I think. They streamed it right when it came out, but, yeah, the new one was 50, and I think it was a lot less, like, hours-wise, I think it had a lot less, there was only 6 missions, or something. It was, I remember looking at them, like, 6 missions is not worth $50, since the base game is 12 to 15 missions. Yeah, it did. That's why people liked it. And the chicks were hot. I'm sorry, but the chicks were hot in Mortal Kombat. And the old ones, even, like, you look at Mortal Kombat 9, they were busty, nice-looking women. And you look at them now, and they're all in head-to-toe bodysuits, and they look stupid. I'm not trying to be like a pervert or anything. I'm just like, they looked good in the old games, and now they don't. Same thing with the guys. The guys were big and scruffy and had beards and were men of men with scars. And then you play them in Mortal Kombat 1 and they all got pretty hair and, you know, nice haircuts and good looks. And, you know, they look like they'd rather be on TikTok than be in a Mortal Kombat tournament. Mike Barnes. I know the one I played was, they did a pretty good job with the women. Sweet, we did it. You can change the outfit to a bikini if you want. That's kind of cool. The boots are strong, truth prevails. And I think that was the Karate Kid Street Rumble for you. They covered the entire trilogy. Half the game covered part 1, half the game covered parts 2 and 3. I enjoyed this game. I know the Power Rangers one needs to work on themselves a little bit, because that one's like hard, or maybe it's just meant for 2 players, but that one definitely needs work. I've also got there's no credits, no end credits, no nothing, huh? Well, I guess that was the game. I thought it'd be a little longer, but I guess it is what it is. So we're gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I've also got a G.I. Joe beat 'em up I want to check out. It's equally as hard. I've been playing a little bit of it. I have to have my guitar player hanging out playing it with me to unlock the levels, because it's kind of like the Power Rangers game, where it's just almost insanely, brokingly difficult. But you guys have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Chad, take care of yourself. Anthony, take care of yourself. And anybody else who might have been watching, take care of yourselves. So thanks for tuning in. Leave a like down below. I need all the love and support I can get, and I will catch you guys next time.